All right, time for a curveball. What do you think about Sanctuary?
Um, it makes me really sad. Like honestly,
Okay.
like legit.
Mm-hmm.
It I I think because of my job, I think a lot about sanctuary.
Okay.
I think a lot about how we can work to embrace them,
Mm.
how we can heal that rift.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I look at the ministry and I see a lot of anger and resentment, and I see that when you become focused on anger, that's kind of the
Mm.
embodiment of what comes out.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I've
So,
had some pretty frustrating experiences where I told someone I'm a unificationist, and they go, "Oh, the machine gun cult," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
wow.
let me explain.
Yeah, they get so much more like publicity just because it's what they're doing is so controversial. So
And
it's like,
outrageous.
yeah,
Yes.
so like they garner so much attention from
Yeah.
everybody.
But
It's pretty frustrating.
they've also been labeled as a hate group by watchdogs,
Oh,
Mm,
wow. Okay.
wow.
Yeah, Amazon revoked their charity. So Amazon Smile program,
Never
where
heard of it.
a portion you can designate a charity to receive a portion of your purchases.
Oh,
Like every time you make a purchase on Amazon. And they registered themselves as a nonprofit, and Amazon revoked their status for receiving that because
Interesting.
they were acknowledged as a hate group by several organizations.
Huh.
wow.
You can't be a nonprofit and a hate group at the same time.
You
We're
can,
we're a Ku
but
Klux
other
Klan for
organizations,
hope. Donate
but
today.
yeah, right. I mean, you can be a nonprofit, but other organizations are
Klansmen's
definitely
against
not gonna,
cancer.
right. Like, let's not touch that organization with a 10-foot pole, nobody wants to
Mm.
work with them.
So, have you had to like distance us from the Hope Sanctuary Church? Is that been?
Absolutely. My part of my job is to monitor the media. So we have a service that we use to kind of comb online publications, social media, and anytime there's like an article that comes out that says like Sanctuary is the Unification Church, we immediately reach out to the editor and we're like, you need to correct that. That's not true. They are, um, like they do not represent the values of Reverend Moon and the wider organization.
Oh wow. Huh. Does that happen often, or like only after
Interesting.
they do their blessings?
So the biggest amount of confusion in the public media that came out was right after they did that their first gun blessing, I think, back in
Mm-hmm.
2018, I think it was. There was like all this, like people were like, oh my God, there was like a huge article in the Washington Post. And uh, so my job was to just make sure that people were reporting things factually and that they were representing correctly that they split from the Unification Church. They're not part of the Unification Church. They don't represent true parents. They don't represent the values of unification and restoration, not in the way that True Father always talks about, and it's gotten less and less. I think the stories about them, the articles still pop up every now and again, especially whenever they
Hmm.
do something. So like they they were touring around in like a minivan to protest like all these politicians' homes during the election, because
Interesting.
they're huge Trump supporters, right? And they were there at the Capitol riots,
Wow.
causing
Okay.
mayhem. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Um, So yeah, part of my job is to keep an eye on that and make sure that people know that we are not them.